Hey everyone, Coach Joanna here for TNT, which is Tighten and Tone. So this is the first time we're having this class. If you are joining on a replay, it is so important that you comment replay. If you do not, we cannot keep providing these services as a replay offering. So please make sure that if you take this class on a video or what's written above, that you are commenting on the video. For this class though, equipment that you might need moving forward, today we're not going to use anything, so don't worry. But if you want to, I highly recommend investing in like loop bands. These are a great option to kind of utilize some of the movements that we're doing to kind of enhance them. You can use gliders or even books or paper plates or whatever might work in your house. You could use small light hand weights like soup cans, water bottles, or even light hand weights. You can use two more things to show. Resistance TheraBands. These are a great option for light resistance. We're going to be working on some small muscles, not always our large muscles, so I'm working on them. And you can also use even tube bands. But again, not necessary for today's class, but just some things, if you have them around the house, we're going to try and utilize them as much as possible. These are great home equipment, things to invest in, and you don't need a lot to get a good workout in, right? So that's equipment. We're going to warm up right now, and then we're going to go into the workout. I see a lot of people are on. Good morning, good morning. I love it. I love seeing our team this morning. Awesome. All right, so warming up, not going to be super intense, as in maybe a little bit more low impact, low cardio here, but we're just going to warm up our bodies, say good morning, and then get into some powerful tightening and toning of our muscles, right? We're going to use our total body. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start out with some hand walks. So keep your knees straight, locked out. Before we get there, we're just going to fold down, touch our toes, and stretch out. Whew. If you're over 30, that's when your body starts saying, I need to stretch more, right? Start feeling our hamstrings, our back, our spine. So just take a moment here, walk to the sides of your mat with your hands. Let everything hang, soften those knees, get even deeper into this back stretch. Deep breaths. Good. We're going to hold here for a second, and we're just going to, you can either go both feet at the same time or one at a time. There we go. We're just going to straighten our knees, right? We're just going to straighten our knees, still folding forward for a nice hamstring stretch. Getting nice and deep, those nerve glides here. Just stretching our knees, or our hamstrings, sorry. And then once you're at the top, straighten those legs. We're going to keep our hands where they are. Walk our hands out to a high plank and hold here, just warming up our core. Keep breathing. Going to downward dog. And then walk our hands back in. Good. Stand, squeeze those glutes. And again, hands to the ground, walk out, high plank. Keep holding, down dog, and walk back in. Stand. One more time, walk those hands out, high plank, holding, down dog, and walk those hands back in. Awesome. We're going to take 2 lunges forward, one on the right, one on the left, and then we're going to do it again, but we're going to hold here, drop that knee. Right? You can relax those toes, open up those hips, sweep your arms up, breathe in. Exhale, we're going to cross over our bent knee, look back behind us. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground. We're just going to hold here. Tuck the back toes in, take this foot all the way back to high plank. Other foot, you're going to bring in between our toes, drop that back knee. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Feel the stretch here. Woo-hoo. All right, bring that foot back to a high plank. Down dog, walk back in, and stand. We're gonna bring back to the mat, and we're just gonna go into our squats, right? Regular squats, all the way down, all the way up. All right, going all the way down, all the way up, follow me. Just keep it moving. Warming up those muscles. 2 more. And relax. Awesome. Get a quick sip of water. And now we're going to warm up our brain a little bit. So still, we're going to get in like a nice athletic position. Our feet might not be as wide as our squat, so bring them in maybe slightly. For some of you, maybe don't move them. We're going to send our hips back so we're in this nice athletic position. Get up high on those balls of those toes, right? We're ready for anything, right? We're just going to do quick feet right here, right now. Ready? And go. Quick feet. Stomp those feet. Quick, 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 quick. In place. And rest. Just warming up the body, warming up our mind. For some of you who are taking it live with me, it is early. All right. So I'm just going to start a clock for me to help us with our first one. We're going to go into our squats, but we're going to pulse at the bottom. Just one time. And go. We're going to squat, pulse, stand up. Squat, pulse, stand. Squat, pulse, stand. Good. Pulse and stand. Stay with it. Just saying hello. Good morning to our muscles. Squat, pulse, stand. Squat, pulse, stand. You can go as fast as you would like. If you want to add a little cardio in, you can go faster. If not, you can stay on pace with me. Squat, pulse, and stand. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings at the bottom with these pulses. That's what it is doing. Really warming them up. And rest. All right, now we're going to go nice wide stance. Squat to one side, come up, squat to the other. In 3, 2, 1, lateral squat, one side, lateral squat the other. Back up, in between. Keep those hips way behind those heels as much as possible. Send them back. Heels are digging down. And now we're going to pulse on one side. Pulse, back up. Only about an inch that we move or 2 on these pulses, right? Saying good morning, right? It's a good morning for our muscles. And rest. Awesome. Back to the beginning. Full squats plus a pulse. Right? Whew. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Squat and pulse. Back up. Try and keep that chest upright. If you have a struggle, if you struggle with this, if you have a hard time, keep those hands up. You want those hands to the ceilings. To the ceiling, just one. Okay? Squat and pulse. 3, 2, 1, right into our lateral squat. This time, we're gonna stay low. Side to side. Staying low, straightening one leg, kind of getting a nice inner thigh stretch here. Staying low, side to side. Whoo, baby, I love it. Stay with it. Keep switching. And stand on up. All right, shake it out. Get a quick drink of water because we're not done yet. Whew, maybe I will do that too. Next up is our drop lunges. That's where we kick that foot back, cross over, drop down, right? We're gonna stay with just alternating drop lunges. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh no, I have a little friend trying to join me now. Griffey, no. Keep it going, guys. Whew, the joys of working from home, right? I'm not dancing. Stay with it. I need a quick intermission. Stretching. I don't think they want to see your butt move. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, now we're gonna pick it up a little bit. Drop lunge, we're gonna pulse, pulse, stand up one side. Right back down, pulse, pulse, stand up. If you can, bring that knee up to hold. You need to go out, out. Back to bed, back to bed. All right, ready, and go. Pulse, pulse, drive. Pulse, pulse, drive. Stay with it, pulse, pulse, drive. Pulse, pulse, drive. Ooh, we got some fun talking back to us. Yep, she's a teenager. Keep pulsing, same leg. And rest, other side. Not really rest. And go. Pulse, pulse, drive that knee up. Pulse, pulse, drive. Stay with it. Whew. Whew, balance is important here. If you're losing it, refocus like I am. Whew, maybe not as much of a twist here. Few more. And rest. Shake it out, stretch it out. Water break, quad stretch. Do what you have to. Not too much of a break though. Whew. 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go, if you have a mat or not, 3 steps about. We're gonna just do monster walks, side to side. When we do this, keep those knees driving out and lead basically with this whole lower leg. I'm leading with that whole leg, and I'm gonna push back with that other leg, that lower leg. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm in this low squat. Push, nice and low. Keep that butt, and go side to side. All right, we're not bringing our feet too close to each other. Only moving our feet out for our step. Now I'm gonna challenge you guys to do this and not to bounce between, right? Stay low, stay consistent. Really smooth, side to side. I don't wanna see a bounce. Stay with it, come on. We're not there yet. Just over halfway. Feel the burn. And rest, shake it out. Same idea with where our legs are at, right? Except we're gonna go up and back. Again, trying not to bounce between with our head. Ready? Hips back, nice and low, and go. We're gonna walk up our mat and walk back. Smaller steps. We just wanna make sure they're nice and smooth, all right? If you feel like you're bouncing, you're taking too wide of steps, get low and strong in that core. Nice and controlled. All right? Are your legs burning yet? It's okay if they're not yet. I'll make sure they are. Keep it going. So if you have those mini bands, this would be a good time to use those now. And rest. Shake it out. Whew. One last thing before we move on. Just stretch out those legs, shake it out, whatever you need to do. Our next one, we're going to go into a narrow squat. Hips back, so we're staying nice and low. This time, we're gonna keep that energy, keep that chest over our left leg, and we're gonna kick out our right. So we're not moving anything but the right leg. My head stays still, my chest stays still, everything stays still. Only thing I'm doing is light tap out, and we're gonna go as fast as we can on the right, and then we'll do it on the left when I say switch. Ready? And maybe we'll start here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Kick it out. I'm gonna move my arms for balance here, but everything else is staying in position. Whoo, stay with. If you can go light with those taps, that's great. If not, stay with it right here. Come on. And switch. Other side. Stay low. Keep going. Tap that foot out. Hopefully you're burning. Come on. 10 more seconds. One leg's definitely stronger than the other here. Whew. And rest. Shake it out. Woo. Coming to the ground. Whew. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good. Nothing too crazy, right? Pretty low impact today. On the ground, we're gonna work on our arms a little bit. Move we're all familiar with. Hands and knees, we're gonna hover our knees 1 inch off the ground. We're gonna go back to a down dog, come back to a nice strong hover. When you're in this hover, I want your eyes to be at the top of the mat, not between your fingers, right? Hold on again. Griffey, stay. Back to bed. Oh, she's just waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. All right. In 10 seconds, knee hover to down dog. Just too cold to go outside. And go, knee hover, down dog. Strong knee hover plank, down dog. If you're not able to get into this nice straight down dog with the legs, that's okay. Keep those knees bent, press back with those hands. We're really working on the shoulders here. Shoulder health is where it's at. Working on this upper back, upper trap. Keep flowing. Feels good. Nice little morning. Stretch. Keep flowing. And rest. Awesome. Take it back for a child's pose if you need. Stretch it out, breathe it out. We're gonna have a lot of plank series here, so you definitely wanna make sure that you're staying nice and strong in it. All right, so now we're gonna go to plank to down dog. We're gonna go plank. If you can, stay with that. If this next one is too challenging for you, let's say. So here we're gonna go plank, and we're gonna press back into this down dog, but we're going to go into those opposite ankle taps. So really pressing hard through that single arm and going to our opposite side body. Back to a plank, open up side body. Right? Ready? You can do this. If not, stay with that down dog to plank. And go. Opposite side, ankle taps. Keep it going. We're just alternating. Getting a nice twist here. Looking out through our side body. Maybe a nice little stretch in our hamstrings for some of us, like me, because I'm so tight. Keep it going. Keep going to a nice strong plank. Get that butt down before you twist. Pressing through those palms. And rest. Awesome. Going down to the ground. Laying down. Hopefully you're somewhere where you want to lay down. Maybe, hopefully you have a mat. What we're going to go is into Superman holds. Right? We're only going to hold for about 1 full second at a time. Ready? And up. If this is too much for you, get those hands out to the side and bring those elbows back. And go up and down. Press those hips down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Hold here. Keep, if your hands are out straight, bring them to the side so your elbow is in line with your shoulder, and then your wrist is in line with your hand. This time, we're going to keep our head pressing hard down on the ground. All right, so I'm going to sound funny. Press the head hard down to the ground. We're going to lift our arms up, right? Both the hands and the arms, everything comes up. And what we're going to do is just press those palms, the back of the palms back. Just try and rotate here. All right, ready? And arms lift, rotate those palms back, right? Maybe you start feeling muscles you didn't know you had. Elbows stay back, body stays tense. And we're just moving that palm back and forth. Little struggle here. Really good for all these stability shoulder muscles. And rest. Whew. Shake it out. Might have some prints on my forehead now from this. All right, we're gonna do a similar thing. We're just gonna stretch it out. Clasp those hands behind your back. We're gonna bring that energy between those fingertips towards our heels as we lift up. Ready? And go, lift up, breathe in, bring those fingertips towards the back of your mat. Keep holding. And rest. Cheek to the ground. One more time, lift up. Keep those hands towards the back of your mat. And relax. Good. Unclasp those hands, bring those hands back towards the side. We're gonna do one stretch. Lift up for upward facing dog. Back for a child's pose. Whew. Feel everything, it feels so good. That was a lot of our back movements there for today. Don't worry, we can see more in the future. Now we're gonna go back to our plank. We gave some, gave a rest to our arms a little bit. But we're gonna go back to our plank. This time we're going to walk our feet out into a, you're welcome to jump if you want to, jump your feet out. So we're gonna stay in an elbow plank, and I'm just going to walk feet out, out, in, out, in. You can go to your hands if you'd like, or you can keep low and jack out, right? When I do this, I'm making sure my hips are staying low, right? You can jump or whatever. Eyes at the top of your mat, unlike what I just demoed. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Jump those feet out or jack those out. Whew, it's like a jumping jack. Or you could just tap them out, whichever way. Stay with. Why did I pick this one? And rest. Stretch it out. Stretch those arms out. Don't worry, we're gonna go back to that. But in the meantime, we're gonna go up into a high plank, down to an elbow plank. High plank, elbow. High and elbow. Go one way at a time. When I say switch, we're gonna reverse it. Then we're gonna drop the other elbow first and push back up with the other one. All right, so stay in your one counterclockwise and then clockwise or vice versa. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Drop to the elbows and back up. Drop to the elbows and back up. Stay with. and reverse it. Drop the elbows, back up. Other way. Strong core. You got this. Few more seconds. And rest. Sit back, stretch it out. Woo! Feels good. Hopefully you're feeling it. Get some water. Don't worry, we have some rest and breaks in here. Clearly. Oh, please don't tell me I have dog hair in my mouth. The joys. All right. Like I said, we're going back into our planking feet jacks. So you can either jump it out, tap it out, or walk out, out, in. Or right out, back in, left out, back in. Whatever level you're at. Stay with it. You can go a high plank or a low plank on your elbows, whatever feels most comfortable. Ready? And go. Keep that core tight and tap it out. Eyes to the top of your mat. Not moving this foot too far out, just a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Shake it out. Whew. All right. Oh, time is flying. That's not cool. All right. One last one on our planks. Elbow plank. We're going to drop our hips side to side, right? Whew. All right. We can do this. Side to side planks on our elbows. Staying strong. 3, 2, 1. Drop it to the left, back to center. Drop to the right, back to center. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Stay with. Hands at your hand, or eyes at your hands. Whew. Stay with. Warming up that side body, that side core. And rest. Side plank. We're going to end here on these ones. Side plank right, side plank left. 3, 2, 1. Side plank, hold. If you need to, bring a foot out in front or drop that bottom knee. Whatever works for you. Just make sure that you are staying in a nice triangle pose. That knee is still in line with my heel and my elbow, right? Keep holding, keep holding. And other side. Whew. One last side body plank. Going up in 3, 2, 1, and up. Hold. Keep it up. Keep those hips up. Squeezing those glutes and those hips forward, not just up. It's just so we're in a nice straight line from our heel to our shoulder. Except for like our bottom hand. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job, guys. We're gonna stretch it out here real quick. Get some good arm stretches. We're gonna bring our hands up. Let's just inhale, hands up to the sky. Chest reaches up. Exhale, hands come back down, interlace them. All right, interlace them, bring that chest to the sky, hands reaching up. Deep inhale, and exhale, relax. Shake it out. All right, one more time. We're gonna inhale, reach up. Exhale, clasp the hands behind you, interlace. Bring those hands as long and as high as you can. Rolling the shoulders back, and shake it out, release. Cross the hand over to our side body. Get a nice little shoulder stretch here. And switch. We're We're just working down the arms, the shoulders, the triceps, and switch. So maybe you're not going all the way across, letting that shoulder come up, keep it down. Switch again. Good, bring our knees wide, back to our quadruped position. We're going to inhale one arm up, and then cross feed it through, drop the shoulder, drop the head, and really try and bring those fingertips all the way through. This is where you're going to feel that stretch behind the shoulder blade. Come back up. Other side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, feed it through. Drop the head, drop the shoulder. Whew. This one's tight. Come back up. Bring our feet out in front of us. And we're just gonna do some knee hugs. You can bring your leg in, just hold it in for a nice knee hug, or you can go into that figure four, like piriformis stretch. So I'm gonna do a quick knee hug, and then piriformis stretch. When that knee goes away, here we can, I don't know if you guys notice, when you do this piriformis stretch, if you know that your hip is favoring one side and you're pushing that knee away, but you're kind of like leaning, reposition so you're nice and square, your hips are square, and then try and push that knee away, pressing against this thigh. And switch. All right, that's where you're really gonna start feeling the stretch and the difference. The more we kind of get into those cross areas, we want the ankle, hip, and our hips in line with each other. We drew straight lines each way, vertical and horizontal. Whew. Quick little knee hug here. And that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's class. This is TNT, which is short for tighten and tone. Hopefully you guys felt that in your muscles today. Oh, yay, had so many people join. I love it. We'll be back next week. Have a good one.